Okay, good morning, class. So for our first lesson, chapter one, introduction to professional salesmanship. Okay. So before we go on to professional salesmanship, let us first discuss yung marketing or yung pinaka foundation or yung overall. Okay. So what is marketing? The activity or business of promoting and selling products or services, including market research and advertising. So in other words, class, it is the action ng business na mag-promote or magbenta ng produkto and ng mga services. It also involves yung pagke-create, communicate sa mga customers, pagbi-build ng rapport and yung pag-maintain ng relationship. Okay? Okay, so what is a market? In business, a market is where buyers and sellers interact to exchange goods or services. It can be a physical location like a store or virtual space like online platforms. Essentially, it's where demand and supply meet to determine prices and facilitate transaction. So in other words, class, ang market is yung marketplace na kung saan yung buyer and seller nagmi-meet or yung demand and supply. It is also yung venue ng exchange, and it can be physical or virtual. So we have three types ng markets. The first one is consumer markets. Yung business is nagbebenta sa customer or sa consumer. And next is yung business markets, business to business. And last one is yung financial markets or kung saan yung financial mark or I mean instruments binibili at binibenta. A good example is yung mga stocks, bonds, derivatives, and many more. Okay? Okay, so next one is four P's of marketing. The four P's of marketing are the foundational framework for developing a marketing strategy. They represent product, price, place, and promotion, which are the key elements a company can control when marketing a product or services. So in other words, yung four P's is ginagamit siya as marketing strategy since ito yung nag-influence sa buying influence ng mga consumers or customers. Or kumbaga halimbawa sa product, paano nila masa-strategize na mas mabenta or mas maging patok yung product. So, ina-adjust nila yung mga nakalagay diyan like yung features, quality, or halimbawa under promotion, ah, paano sila makakapag-market ng product ng mas madali. Through promotion, so mag-advertise sila or yung discount strategy or good ano, yung example is yung buy one take one, buy two take one. Okay? So next slide. So what is sales? The activities involved in selling products or services to customers, typically in exchange for money or other forms of compensation. It encompasses all aspects of the process, from finding and attracting potential buyers to closing deals and ensuring customer satisfaction. So in other words, class, ito yung act ng pagbebenta ng products or services sa customers in exchange of something or kumbaga ano, in exchange of sa case natin ngayon is money. Okay? So next. So marketing versus sales. Marketing focuses on the building awareness and generating interest in a product or service, while sales focuses on converting that interest into actual purchases. In essence, marketing creates demand and sales fulfills it. So, in other words, class, ang marketing ito yung buong process, yung advertising, promoting, sales, and many more. Dito kasi sila nagsa-strategize, tapos dito nila dinedefine ah, yung what, where, when, and why. Like yung kung ano dapat ibenta na product or service, saan dapat ibenta, kailan dapat, at bakit. Okay? Meanwhile, sa sales, ang sales is under ng marketing na kumbaga ito yung end phase ng marketing kasi rito nagaganap yung actual transaction or yung pag-purchase ni consumer. Okay? Okay. Dito naman, meron tayong mapapakita rito yung differences ng mga features na 'to like yung marketing, promotion, advertising, and sales. So, actually class ang promotion, advertising is pati sales is under ng marketing lahat 'yan. Pero siyempre, meron yang mga differences, okey? Sa marketing, dito yung sina-strategize, dine-define kung ano dapat i-offer, yun nga kung sabi ko kanina kung kanino, ah, saan, anong presyo, and paano nila mapapaabot sa mga consumer. Meanwhile, promotion ito yung communicator, ah, yung kumbaga ito yung nagsasabi ng story and nagke-create ng desire or yun nga nag-ano naglalabas ng message para sa mga consumer, mga customer. Meanwhile, advertising naman is, a tool ng promotion sabi nga rito, na parang ano siya, non-personal communication. Good example ng ads is yung halimbawa yung sa TikTok, nagso-scroll ka tapos yung last mong sinearch sa Google like halimbawa sapatos, biglang magugulat ka lalabas na sa sa TikTok sa kaka-scroll mo. Ayun ang good example ng advertising, okey? Meanwhile, sales, ito yung end process ng lahat ng 'yan, after ng marketing, promotion, advertising, ang outcome or ang pinaka-end phase is yung sales since diyan nagaganap yung transaction or yung pagbili or yung pagpasok ng income, okey? Ito ba yung mga good example dito. Se-send ko na lang sa inyo yung PowerPoint class, you can read it na para, less time, okey? Okay. So next one is, what is STP marketing? STP marketing is a three-step framework used to identify and reach specific customer groups with tailored marketing messages. It helps businesses focus their efforts on the most profitable segments and create effective marketing strategies. Okay, class. So, dito sa STP marketing model, it shows yung kung paano yung marketing process nagaganap. So the first one, segmentation, then targeting, then positioning. Okay, di-discuss natin isa-isa. Next slide. Okay, so market segmentation, the process of dividing a broad consumer or business market into subgroups or segments based on shared characteristics, needs, or behaviors. Okay, so segmentation, isa-segment or paghihiwalay-hiwalayin yung mga groups ng markets. So we have four groups. The first one is geography, second one demography, behavior, and psychography. So dinidefine nito yung where, what, how, and who. So geography, it is based dun sa location. So halimbawa, um, sasakyan. So siyempre hindi ka bibili ng race car or ng sports car sa kung gagamitin mo lang sa bundok or sa mga malupa na lugar, okey? So next one, demography, naka-base sa age, gender, economic status or profession. So a good example nito yung halimbawa sa sapatos, siyempre kung create ka ng sapatos, magma-market ka dapat alam mo halimbawa kung anong target mong market. So if halimbawa sa age, siyempre ang cater mo yung mga bata, dapat yung sapatos na mina-market mo is, pasok yung features na para sa bata. Or kung gender, naka-highlight if pang male or female, okey? Okay. So under behavior, segmentation based on audience buying patterns, preferred communication channels, browsing habits, brand loyalty, etc. So a good example nito class is yung purchase history mo or yung mga search history mo. So through algorithm or through computers, nagagawa ngayon ng mga companies na i-segment. Like halimbawa, a good example nito is, ikaw mahilig ka sa athletic, wears or sports wears. Siyempre through doon, and halimbawa ano sila, sports company sila, papasok ka nila ngayon as part ng market na potential buyer ka or puwede kang maging customer, okey? Next one is psychography, segmentation based on audience personality traits such as lifestyle, hobbies, interests. So, good example nito, like halimbawa sa lifestyle, syempre, segment nila, um, ma-identify nila if ikaw ba yung vegan versus yung may target na diet like only meat or balanced diet like macros. Okay? So next. Okay, so after i-segment, after nila um, paghiwalay-hiwalay yung mga groups ng markets, uh, the next step is to target. So the process of selecting specific group of consumers. Okay? So after nila targetin, identify ngayon nila yung position nila. So the strategic process of establishing a distinct and desirable image for a product, service, or brand in the minds of the target audience, differentiating it from competitors and influencing how consumers perceive it. So, good example, yung kanina, balik tayo. So, market segmentation, halimbawa based on geography, sasakyan. So, need mo muna identify kung ano yung need ni consumer. So, halimbawa, yun nga, truck kotse na need ng customer is maglagay ng maraming gamit or pang-travel. So, van or like need nga maglagay ng maraming gamit, yung medyo parang truck. So, matic, hindi ka pipili ng sports car. So, if yun yung target na market mo, tatargetin mo yun, ngayon poposisyon ka kung saan ka ngayon, or ano ngayon yung image na gusto mong um, makita nila. So halimbawa na lang nito. So kung gusto mo yung kung as a customer, gusto mo yung, ah, naghahanap ka ngayon ng truck or kotse na pickup na high price and high quality, ang mga titignan mo ngayon na brands is BMW or Mercedes-Benz. And if gusto mo yung low quality tapos low price, magki-Kia ka, 'di ba? So kumbaga rito is, hahanapin mo yung posisyon mo kung ano ang magiging target market mo, kung pang-masa ba or may kaya or yung mga, milyonaryo or minsan specific sa profession like, engineer or kailangan politician, so bulletproof, mga gano'n, okey? Next. So ito lang yung, kanina lang din, market segmentation, after segment, tatargetin, after targetin, po-posisyon, okey? Okay, so dito na tayo. Professional salesmanship is the art and skill of persuading customers to purchase goods or services by understanding their needs and providing solutions while maintaining ethical standards and building lasting relationship. Sabi nga ni James Cash Penny, salesmanship is an art. The perfection of its technique requires study and practice. So in other words, class, ang professional salesmanship is ito yung, sabi nga rito, art and skill kung paano mo mapapapayag or mapapabili yung customer ng mga services and products, ha? Ngayon, in terms of salesmanship, ngayon, distinct kasi yan class, per individual or kada isa sa'tin, walang specific or parang standard na na salesmanship or para ma-identify na maging professional tayo in terms of salesmanship. Usually, yun nga, sabi nga rito, it requires, study and practice. Usually itong salesmanship is nakukuha through integration or execution dun sa field, like yung mismong magbebenta ka. Hindi mo siya makukuha sa basta yung nagbabasa ka ng gan'to, ng ganyan. Siguro may part pero hindi siya, yung kabuuhan or hindi yun yung full picture, okey? So, it differs from person to person kasi puwede yung salesmanship ko is or yung skill ko sa salesmanship, is different kasi naka-base sa paniniwala and sa ugali ko compared dun sa mga ugali niyo na 'pag nagbenta na kayo, 'di ba? Okay, so next. Okay, so, methodology of, selling. A sales methodology is a framework that outlines how sales team approaches the sales process, guiding them through engaging, with prospects and closing deals. So dito naman, it provides yung structured approach. yung including yung strategies, tactics, para ma-help yung, mga sales professional na makapagbenta, okey? Okay, so the first one is yung Sandler selling. Is a consultative sales approach developed by David Sandler, emphasizing building trust and understanding a prospect's needs before attempting to close a deal. It focuses on guiding prospects through a structured, mutually beneficial process rather than employing high pressure tactics. The methodology is often visualized using the Sandler selling system Submarine, which outlines 7 key steps in the sales process. So the 7 steps are rapport, upfront contract, pain, budget decision, fulfill, and post-sales. So rito lang sa Sandler selling class, ang kailangan niyo lang tandaan dito is, ang way ng pagse-sell dito is through rapport or through yung building ng relationship. Kasi siyempre, 'pag nakabenta ka sa customer na yun and meron kang, na-build na relationship, there's a tendency or meron potential na bumalik siya and bumili ulit or puwede niyang ikalat dun sa mga friends niya para bumili ulit sa'yo. Okey? So next slide. Next one is challenger sales. A sales approach where salespeople actively challenge a customer's thinking and offer unique insights to help them see problems or opportunities in new light. So dito naman sa challenger sales class, kumbaga, based dun sa name, china-challenge nung salesperson yung thinking nung customer. So this is all about, teaching and control. So a good example is halimbawa si customer, papasok sa shop, gusto niya bumili halimbawa ng protein powder. Ngayon, since beginner siya, wala siya gaanong alam dun sa field na yun or dun sa fitness, since protein powder, ikaw as a salesperson puwede mo i-take advantage yun para mapabili siya ng bagay na dapat sa kanya and with yung kikita kayo. So halimbawa gusto niya lang magpapayat, so offera mo ngayon siya ng mga tips kung paano magpapayat and then kung ano yung best na protein powder na para sa kanya. And from that, you can take advantage na siguro bilhin niya yung mas mahal since mas effective or mas magbe-benefit siya doon sa item na yun kahit na mas, pricey, okey? So last one, spin selling, is a sales methodology that emphasizes asking strategic questions to understand the customer needs and challenges before presenting a solution. So dito naman sa spin selling class, it's more on, yung question-based na discovery or step-by-step inquiry. So ito lang yung simple na ano, na pagbebenta. Like halimbawa pumasok ka sa department store or sa appliances na store, tapos kailangan niya ng electric fan. Ngayon tanungin mo kung ano yung kailangan niya, kung yung makaka-save ba ng space or yung nakatayo ba. Kasi kung makaka-save ng space ang kailangan niya, puwede yung nasa dingding, puwede yung nasa pader or kung, gusto niya yung malamig talaga, 'di mag-upgrade na siya into aircon, yung gano'n. Normal na ano lang siya na pagtatanong and pag-aalam ng problem niya and based dun sa problem niya, you can provide a solution or yung item na mare-recommend mo sa kanya, okey? Okay, so next, characteristics of sales career. Okay, so, we have 5 characteristics: high earnings, flexible time, challenging job, ability to get recognized, working condition. So, good example nito usually mga nagbebenta ng or buy and sell ng sasakyan or yung nasa real estate, 'di ba? Mataas yung kitaan, flexible yung time, kaya lang challenging since mahirap makabenta, hindi laging may benta. Tapos yung working condition siyempre, baka usually contractual and hindi sila full-time, something like that, okey? Methods of evaluating performance of salesperson. We have 3. Sales target. The organization sets achievable and reasonable sales target for each salesperson. Okay, class. So, usually 'pag salesperson ka or kahit ano naman, kahit saan naman na na organization or kahit anong work, is lagi kayong may target. And sa case dito, since salesperson kayo, meron kayong sales target. So, usually ang tawag dito is KPI, Key Performance Indicator or metrics. Yung bagay na need niyong maabot para ma-consider as passing kayo or yun yung nag-identify ng standing niyo sa organization or kumbaga yung performance niyo nga, okey? So, number 2, sales territory. Salesperson are assigned specific territories or areas. Ngayon, so halimbawa, it also shows yung performance niyo as a salesperson depending sa kung saan kayo or kung saang sales territory kayo i-a-assign. So, halimbawa magaling kayo bumenta and matik. So, kung magaling kayo bumenta, ilalagay kayo sa lugar na mataas yung bilang ng customers or ng buyers. So, halimbawa ano, dito sa Metro Manila, i-a-assign kayo sa BGC kasi kaya kayo i-a-assign dun kasi magaling kayo bumenta and yung mga tao ron is may cash or, yung mga customer dun is may pambili, okey? Next one, sales report. Salespeople prepare reports on their progress, including customer information, orders received, buyer preferences, and required actions. So, ang sales report, ito naman yung, kumbaga yung after. Kasi ganito, yung sa sales target kanina, kung mapapansin niyo, siya yung parang yung before or yung nandoon kayo, tapos, ito yung need niyong ma-achieve or ito yung standard or yung metrics na dapat niyong iabot. Siya yung before. Sales report naman, ito yung after. So, after nung halimbawa nung month na yun, um, based dun sa metrics, ano yung mga or based dun sa KPI, ano yung KPI, ano yung mga nabenta mo or ano yung mga nagawa mo, kaya ka gagawa ngayon ng report. So, 'di ba yung standard metrics, if before, ito yung buwan, papasok na buwan, ito yung magiging target mo, sales target. After nung buwan na yun, anong gagawin mo? Report, sales report. Kasi yun yung nagdaan ng buwan, okey? So, yun yung 3 methods ng pag-evaluate ng performance. Sales target, territory, and report, okey? Okey, chapter 2 na tayo class, sales personality. Sales personality. Sales personality refers to a collection of traits and characteristics that are common found in successful salesperson. While there isn't one single personality type that guarantees success, certain traits like conscientiousness, drive, empathy, and resilience are frequently observed. These traits, combined with sales skills and industry knowledge, contribute to a salesperson's effectiveness. Developing these traits can help individuals excel in sales roles and even in other aspects of life. Okay? So, sales personality, ito nga yung, kung ano yung personality natin dun sa or sales personality or personality natin as a sales person. And sabi nga rito, there isn't one single personality type that guarantees success kasi, we are unique or it differs from person to person. Tulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, ako, if salesperson ako, yung pagiging salesperson ko, depends sa personality and dun sa beliefs ko or sa mga experiences ko, okey? So, it differs from person to person, okey? So next, traits dimension. Physical traits. A salesperson should present themselves professionally in the essence of a prospect. Okey. So, under, physical traits, ano yung mga, ah, physical traits na dapat meron ng isang salesperson? Class. Mhm. Okey. Okey. So, ang physical traits na meron dapat ang isang salesperson is number 1, ano ba, appearance or, kung ano ba itsura mo. So, dapat lagi kang mukhang malinis. Siyempre, ah, there's a potential na bumili ang customer sa'yo if nakita niyang malinis ka or maayos kang manamit compare dun sa 'di ba, yung parang walang motivation or I mean hindi nakaayos or, parang hindi naligo. So, kaya mahalaga ang physical traits as a salesperson class. So, appearance or yung clothing, tapos yung, mga habits, like 'pag nakikipag-usap ka, um, saan ba pupunta yung kamay mo? Kasi may mga tao or mga mannerism nila, may mga tao na humahawak sa ID or nag-aayos ng buhok or minsan may mga tao na, kumakamot sa tiyan habang nakikipag-usap or nagbebenta. So, we should avoid that. So, as a salesperson, ang physical traits should be ano, proper appearance, a proper clothing, maayos na na pakikipag-usap, and yung mannerism is yung kamay is nakaayos lang or nasa gilid lang or if nag-e-explain, um, yung kamay is parang nagkukuwento, hindi yung kumakamot sa tiyan or sa kung saan, okey? So, next one is emotional traits. Being emotionally stable is required for a salesman. So, under emotional traits, um, you should be confident and enthusiastic dun sa ginagawa mo or kumbaga siyempre if, nakita ng customer na parang, masayahin ka or nag-e-enjoy ka, parang there's a potential na bumili sila since parang attracted sila ro'n sa energy mo or halimbawa confident ka, if confident ka sa ginagawa mo, may potential na bumili si customer. Naka-try na ba kayo class yung ano, yung halimbawa ano, may nagtanong kayo o kayo nagtanong kayo sa isang lugar hindi kayo pamilyar sa isang lugar tapos yung sasagot is parang hindi siya sure pero sasagot siya sabihin niya, ah, "Saan po yung ganito?" Sabihin niya, ang alam ko kasi ano yan, dito yan." Yun 'di ba? 'Di ba since hindi siya confident sa answer niya, anong ginawa niyo? 'Di ba magtatanong ulit kayo sa iba? Kasi, hindi siya confident, eh. Compare niyo rin sa 'pag nagtanong kayo, "Saan po yung ano?" Sabihin niya, okey dito yan pagbaba mo, paglakad mo kaliwa ka." 'Di ba? Iba yung dating ng confidence. So ngayon sa sales, if may customer na magtatanong sa inyo or mag-a-approach sa inyo, may, big impact yung confident kayo or sure kayo dun sa ginagawa or sinasabi niyo, okey? Okay, so next one, psychological traits. Psychological traits, this is more on dun sa psychology. So like yung dapat ano ka, determined ka or dependable. So mararamdaman naman ng ano niyo riyan, ng customers and ng mga workmates. So like halimbawa, hindi ka lang nakabenta tapos biglang super negative ka na or di ka na ma-approach. Dapat opposite lang or kung hindi ka makabenta, you should still be positive kasi hindi pa naman yun yung, parang huli mong benta. There's a tendency na makakabenta ka pa naman sa mga susunod na araw. So, malaking part yung determination, dependability, perseverance, and many more as a psychological trait na meron dapat ang isang salesperson, okey? So, next one, social traits. The traits enables the salesperson to say or to do the right thing. So, in other words, you should have integrity. Dapat tama at ano, you should always do the right thing. And also yung pakikipag-interact mo sa ibang tao, dapat, kasi ano 'to kasi, ah, skill, hindi siya actually natututunan sa ano, sa aral na ganito, yung pakikipag-socialize. Kaya nga, we are exposed sa mga organization or sa ah, mga activities ng, foundation or sa reporting, 'di ba? Kasi it boosts yung confidence niyo, yung pakikipag-usap or pagpa-public speak niyo, okey? So next one, intellectual traits. Salesmanship demands intelligence. What do you mean by intelligence, class? Okay, so, intelligence it doesn't mean yung literal na dapat na matalino ka. This is about yung product knowledge mo. Siyempre if nagtatrabaho ka sa sa halimbawa sa sapatusan or sa shoes na company, dapat knowledgeable ka sa mga sizes. Hindi yung 'pag tinanong ka ni customer, ni consumer ah, na meron kayo yung ano, yung size 10, ano ba yun 'pag kinonvert mo sa sa Europe na size, hindi mo ngayon alam. Kailangan mo pa itanong, ano ba yun size 43, size 42, 'di ba? Hindi mo alam kung anong conversion ng size 11 na 'pag inisip mo dapat basic lang sa'yo yun. Tapos alam mo rin dapat yung ano, yung regarding sa kung yung shoes is pang casual or pang basketball or pang running. Siyempre dapat 'pag tinanong ka ni customer, dapat alam mo yung ipo-provide mong sagot. Eh, yun ang ibig sabihin dito. na intelligence, yung product knowledge or yung service and product knowledge. Okay? Next. Okay, so developing your personality. Number one, coachability. Avoid being know-it-all. So, ngayon dapat madali kang maturuan or dapat open ka. Hindi yung pakiramdam mo alam mo na lahat na porke yung professor mo is parang ah, nagpapa-report tapos ikaw tingin mo parang di ka na matututo ron kahit 'di ba class? Dapat alam mo na, di ka dapat yung parang alam mo na lahat. Dapat, open ka lagi sa learnings. Alisin yung ego, alisin yung pride, kasi estudyante pa lang, 'di ba? Okey. So, next one, the winning attitude and behavior. Okey, in other words, yung, don't give up or being ano lang 'to, being optimistic, being positive, determined, yun lang yun na hindi ka dapat, yung pressure or yung mga failures hindi dapat nakakaapekto sa'yo. Okey? So next, plan. It is always wiser to make plans. Having a plan lets you monitor improvements from where you have started and where your future intendeds of development will be. Okay, so in developing your personality class, it is important na meron kayong uh, plano. Like halimbawa ngayon nag-aaral kayo, after niyo mag-aral anong anong next, anong plano? Kasi if may problem kayo and anong number one na ginagawa niyo ba 'pag may problem? 'Di ba nagpaplano. Once na mag-plan kayo, 50% ng problem niyo is na-solve na since meron na kayong plan na naka-align kung paano niyo mareresolba yung problem. So, tulad nga rito, in order to develop your personality as a salesperson, you need to plan. Okay? And great leaders, always has a plan. Yun ang similarities ng mga leaders, lagi sila may plano. Hindi lang yung basta bara-bara kung ano lang yung darating sa kanila, sige lang, o yun na yun. Okay. Sige, next. Okay, so attitude required for salesperson or salespeople, confidence, yun nga dapat sure ka lagi sa sinasabi mo kasi, um, if hindi ka confident, hindi rin sure si customer sa sinasabi mo, matik hindi sila bibili. Kasi 'pag confident ka sa sinasabi mo and knowledgeable ka or I mean, alam mo yung sinasabi mo kasi tapos confident ka, mas bibili sila sa'yo. Next one, determination. Dapat, kahit hindi ka makabenta, tuloy lang. Dapat determined ka. Kasi yung aura mo or yung energy mo, positive, um, outlook mo or yung positiveness mo or pagiging optimistic is, nagso-show, okey? Next, visionary dapat, yung kumbaga ano ka, yung nakikita mo yung, um, or na-e-envision mo yung gusto mong mangyari. Kasi if na-envision mo yun, meron kang goal na gusto mong ma-achieve, okey? So next, friendliness. So friendliness, more on like, pagbi-build ng relationship, ng rapport with customers. Kasi once na, maka-build ka ng rapport, 'pag bumalik si customer, hindi lang basta bibili yan, usually ano niyan, hahanapin pa kayo niyan. "Oh, nasaan na si gan'to, nasaan na si ganyan?" Para sa'yo bumili, okey? Next one is accountability. So dapat marunong ka laging tumanggap ng responsibility. So 'pag may responsibility, you should be accountable regardless kung ano man mangyari, okey? Last one, optimism, dapat positive ka lagi, okey? Next, okey, thank you. Saglit lang.